Hello, space engineers. Welcome back to another episode of ProtoTech Quest, where I go after the tech alone, out in the depths of space, by myself. Which, you know, I mean, there's some things to be said for that, right? Oh man, so I've been doing some things while you've been gone. One of them is beginning to lay out some habitation, work on some of the internals of the ship. We need to eventually get to the externals of the ship, so I want to at least do some basic layout. So this column is where we're going to put the alien artifact. This thing. This monolith. Put that in here. Not today, but that's the plan. Just laying stuff out. I want to have some captain's quarters up here, some general living area. I want to have a big computer in here to run the printer. This is not the main command, but it is a command area, and I've been working on setting up the LCDs. It's much better than before. And I have things to talk to you about. I've been doing things. So, first up, let's look at the goals. Short term, build a better fighter, finish the large grid printer, set the Factorum warship up as a guard dog, get some nickel and get some iron. So, those are the short term goals. What are we doing today? Hopefully, all of it. Yeah, hopefully all of it. So, things to discuss. The thumbnails. If you guys would like to help select thumbnails for ProtoTech Quest episodes, please go to the Discord and cast your vote. If not, no worries. Just for those who are interested. While you were gone, I did the LCDs, laid out living quarters stuff, did the reactor hall work, so at least the beginnings of that, and programmed the BDB. What, do you ask, is the BDB? Well, the BDB is our big drone buddy, which is that Factorum warship off to the side. So we captured that 2 episodes ago. We refitted it last episode. I tried to program it as a drone in between episodes. So we're going to try that today. We're going to see if its very basic function works, which is patrol. Because we got some stuff to do while we sit here at this asteroid. And it'd be nice if this thing protected us. So reactor hall work. So this is the reactor hall where we've added the jump drive. Still got work to do, but been adding some catwalks in here so you can get around. Yeah. ProtoTech drive down there. Still some floating objects around that I need to deal with. That's what that noise is. So you come in here, get up on your reactor, walk around, come down off the reactor, go to the build bay parts of the ship, the hangar parts of the ship. And we've got these nice little catwalks you can walk through here. And get to the rest of the ship. We got our ProtoTech gyros in there. And we got our ProtoTech assembler in here. Those are the bits that we've acquired so far. So these LCDs. So let's just go over them a little bit. I did M Masters LCDs, and I've got a variety of panels here. So this panel, these two, display damaged modules that are on the ship. Right now, nothing of significance is damaged. I already went through and Fixed all that stuff. All the jump drives are on these two panels. The lights are on these two panels and these two panels, showing their charge status. We have our ingots summary, and as you can see, we got lots of uranium, platinum, gold, silver, silicon, magnesium, cobalt, and gravel. What we don't have a lot of is iron and nickel. We can do some things with this iron, but we don't have enough to do anything of real significance. Ores on hand, well, we got 14K of cobalt, and we got 1 million uranium and some scrap. We are currently refining that. Hydrogen is still mostly full. Reactors. I have to fix one of these reactors to get it in this menu. Right, so you can see the total possible power output versus what is being output. You can see the batteries stored, power and total output. So we're doing real well on power. And this is what's in the inventory in terms of what we have available. I set the quotas with some basic values. And as you can tell, we are kind of low on some things. Motors, it'd be great if we had more motors, but I don't have a lot of nickel, so I'm only going to build those when I need to. Metal grids, don't really have any of those. That's not good. Over here, this is all the ammo. We basically have enough of a lot of it, but what we don't have any of is large grid railgun sabs. So let's produce some of those. So that's what's going on with the LCDs. I already showed you the living quarters. I already showed you the reactor hall and the programming for the big drone buddy. So I'm not going to go over that right now, but basically it has two modes of operation. One is to just kind of run around out here, so like a patrol for the Ukamachi. So it's not a patrol route. I just said follow home, keep a certain distance, and wander when idle. So it's just going to try and keep within like 500 to 2,000 meters or something from the ship. That's what it's supposed to do. So I don't know if this is all going to work or not. See these two. So these are the same grid right now because we're merged, which is how I want to be, because I can use these thrusters, which aren't on right now, but I can use these thrusters. Yeah, all the thrusters are off right now because they're just extremely noisy when I'm connected to the ship. So I guess we're gonna turn them all on. So what I don't know is whether the action relay on the big drone buddy here is going to respond to the command, because I'm going to send it a command from this other action relay that's effectively on the same grid. So I'm gonna set up the spectator cam before we move forward. Alright, I'm going to trigger this action relay and see what happens. Absolutely nothing. So, it'd be great if I also had a timer on. It would be great if I also had a timer there that the Ukamachi could run, because the action relay is for, apparently, the action relay is going to be for when I am in the go get everything, or I am in the go look-see, or I am in the fighter craft. So, let's go in here and put a timer block in for this action relay for patrol. Yeah. All this timer is going to do is exactly what the action relay does. and the action relay is just going to call it, and then that'll allow me to also call it manually from the Komachi. This guy's gonna stop doing everything else he's doing and just run that. And we'll know that it's always working if it's working, or not if it's not. Since we won't have the commands in more than one place at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna try it again. Initiate patrol. Look at that. Oh man. Let's put the spectator cam on that and follow it around for a while. So watch it do its thing. Oh.
Health critical.
Well, I'm glad I didn't die. That's nice. Whew. I'm going to put this camera on the top of this ship. It's supposed to be just patrolling when idle, so we're gonna look at it like from this perspective and just see what it does. It's supposed to be wandering when idle. We'll see what that equates to is what we're gonna do. And it should like attack baddies if they show up. So, it's time to heal ourselves. We need more medical rooms because I get hurt a lot. And this is quite a trek. That's wrong. So that warship does not look like it's wandering. So is that set up on this ship to do that? Okay. Task. Patrol is on. AI behavior is not on. So why wasn't AI behavior on? Launch, finish for patrol, set up actions. It says toggle AI behavior on, and it says transmit message to. So is this block on? It is. Launch finish. Launch should start launch finish. Launch finish ran. Turn the connector on, merge block on, overrides off. Launch finish follow start. Launch finish patrol start. Turn on. Okay, and none of this turns on AI behavior on that block, but this is supposed to turn on AI behavior on that block. So this should have started this. I don't know that it did. Maybe someone can tell me how to improve this, because I don't know what is wrong with it. But it does look to be, patrolling, wandering when idle. So hopefully that will result in good things for us. there's a variety of things going on here. So one of those things is that I think this shenaniganry with these merge blocks is not a good. I think that this is a good, where the actual hinge is the, well, I don't know. Maybe it's not good because when the blocks come down together, isn't there gonna be conflict here? As this corner tries to push through here, yeah, there's gonna be conflict. So maybe this shenaniganry is appropriate and that this is not gonna go well because it isn't. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the case. I'm gonna have to change that. Okay, so let's see what happens. Well, let's try and do something more entertaining. Let's create a timer block to just open the doors. So we're gonna have our computer area in here. My thinking here is that I'm just gonna have a long row of timer blocks to control the extensions of these. So we're going to put a timer block in right here. So all this needs to do is toggle all the merge blocks off. So we just unmerge or merge the merge blocks and reverse these hinges. I gotta make sure that the hinges are all going in the correct direction, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so supposedly we can just run that timer block and the doors will all open. Start. Oh, look at that! What is your deal? Oh, he's having problems there. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? And then I guess these are kind of inappropriate, right? This is kind of inappropriate here.
No energy.
I hate running out of energy so much. It's so irritating. Okay, now that the doors are open, we need to put a projector on here. Like that. Because this is going to tilt up to face the printing arm. We'll see if these two things are spaced properly. I'm nervous that this isn't going to work. Maybe it's correct, and then let's reverse this. Oh yeah, this is great. This is the Rock Shark. So this is the mining ship that I'm gonna try and print. so now that these arms are up here and I have, hi buddy, and I have my blueprint aligned. Let's hope you don't run into that. I need to determine the proper distance here, and it looks like it's like a meter. Looks like I need to extend a meter. So let's just mess with one of these pistons at a time. Let's set it to 2.2 and see what happens. If it's 2.2, if it's a multiple of 11, then yeah, see, I think this is going to be okay. Right, I need steel plate. Okay. So print begin is going to be, they each get to move 0.2 because I do have 11 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I got 11 of them. Okay. So we need a timer block to set the initial print. Okay, well, so I set up a timer to start this. So what it's going to do is turn on all the welders and rotate that. So we'll see how this rotation works. So I'm just going to play that guy. Start. What's going on with this? Off, power on, current angle 360, upper limit is 360, so let's set the upper limit to 361. There we go. So one of my concerns is whether or not, and this is not a good test of this, but one of my concerns is whether or not this print head is wide enough to keep blocks from printing or being placed that will interfere with the spin. Okay, so I'm just going to advance this piston like 2.5 meters at a time for the moment. To see if the basic printing mechanism works for at least this 3x3 vehicle. Maybe we'll try something bigger, just like a test print. That's entertaining.
Energy low.
Something needs to be adjusted. Oh God. Oh God. Come on. Okay. Thrust. All of it. All of it. Off. Off. Oh my God. Oh God, this is so not good. Welders. Turn these off. Stop doing that. All kinds of bad things are happening. So let's...
Inventory full. Energy critical.
What is it? Is there some piece in here? What is it getting all freaky about? I think we fixed that problem. So let's try and turn the welders back on. Well, I bet I don't have the metal grids that I need. No, I have metal grids. Huh. Oh, we don't have any motors. Right, let's make some motors. Oh, you need to stop doing that. That's really of you. You little jerk. Well, there's some things wrong with this blueprint, as you can tell. Okay, well, let's see if we can pick this up with the go get everything. Come on, Dr. Donut. Wow. That is really bad. Can I? Maybe I can fix this with the thing that destroyed it. Let's see if we can turn the welders back on. Okay, that didn't fix it. Okay. Alright. Now that the go get everything has thrust in all directions, I'm going to see if I can speed up the fixing it process by just sticking a welder off the side here and just turning that on and just rubbing my ship all over it, basically. Then maybe we can get back to fixing our other mistake, which was the reason we had this mistake. Oh, let's turn that on. Okay. We seem like maybe we can come over here and collect. That's terrifying to see that thing doing that. Collect mistakes. Really wish sneaky sounds worked for thrusters, because it does not work for thrusters anymore. Because these are loud. Come on, Splitsy, get this stuff fixed. Okay, so supposedly we have all of our goodies. Okay, so this is going to check out a bunch more crap.
Inventory.
Woohoo! Picking up lots of stuff by hand is my favorite thing. I love it so much.
Inventory full.
Not. So glad that's done. Oh, not done.
Inventory full.
Okay.
Does this thing heal itself? I mean, it should have. It looks like it did. Okay. Let's put the arm away. Alright, we got our little rock shark ship here. We're going to use it to mine nickel from that asteroid. And we're now going to try before we do that, we're going to try and put away this printer by hitting this timer that we set up earlier. And we'll see what happens. Put away. Start. Okay. Start. Well, supposedly it's doing stuff. Oh, it did. It put that to 180. Oh, these pistons are reversing. And that's coming down. And that's coming down. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Now, I don't think 20 seconds is enough time. Oh, but we... Oh, this hinge doesn't move fast enough. I need to turn the event controller off. But having a hard time with this. It's like anything else in Space Engineers. So that should trigger those to close. Except that I turned that off. So right, so let's reverse this. Okay, so is it going to put these away? Are they going to stay away? Yeah, they are. I'm excited about that. That worked so good. Okay. It's time to do some mining. This is where those little tires on the back of this thing are really helpful, because I'm basically bashing the back of my craft into the edge of the hole. Alright, we are out of the hole. What do we have on board? Oh. We have a lot of nickel. Wow. Okay, well that's all the nickel we're gonna need for a minute. Probably for the rest of the playthrough. Well, that's nice. Okay, so I'm willing to concede that that's more nickel than we'll ever need for the rest of the playthrough. Refineries are slowly working through it, so I'm gonna get those ingots we need. I would like to test the patrol features of my big drone buddy. And to do that, I would like to go to an asteroid that has some iron. Just fly the Ukamachi over there and see what happens. So we're going to go over to this asteroid about 6Ks away, and we're going to see if our big drone buddy follows us. This ship is so big and heavy that we basically need to only move it by jumping it. And these hydrogen thrusters are really just maneuvering thrusters, because we haven't done anything except really maneuver with this thing. We've already used 9% of the hydrogen up. We have arrived at the iron deposit. Firing the retros. Going too fast. It's going to take forever to stop. Thought it might be interesting to try a plunge style drill this time. Alright, that is one trip. I think I'm gonna make, I don't know, at least 2 trips. Well, you know, 500,000 ore is pretty good for a single run. Apparently this is not the biggest iron deposit I could have gone for. Apparently there are other bigger deposits around. But are not on this asteroid. Almost done mining this out, and unless another ore signature pops up, this is it. Looks like my big drone buddy is not doing his job. He should be following the Ukamachi, and he's just not. He's failing. If anything, it looks like he's gotten farther away. Almost ran into my ship because I was thinking too much about what my drone isn't doing, which is following the beacon that it's supposed to be following. Alright, so we came over here to this asteroid, and our big drone buddy, he's not over here. He's doing something else. I don't know what. What you doing over here, buddy? What's the problem? What's going on, dude? Autopilot is enabled, yeah. Okay, AI, basic task, patrol. Follow home. Home list. Yep, it's supposed to be following that. Wander when idle, yes. Okay. This guy's off. Move, it's all on. If I trigger the retreat button, what happens? I don't want the action relay, I want the timer. If we play that, what happens? Okay. This thing uses a lot of uranium. Because it had like 300 uranium. It uses a lot of uranium to run a patrol route. Because it's running the thrusters all the time. So that's something that we kind of need to think about a little bit. I guess. I don't know. We have so much uranium. My mind's a little boggled. So, this is apparently taking us back to the Ukamachi. So, that's at least working. It didn't detect that what it was supposed to follow left. Like it didn't, when home moved, it didn't follow home. I was going to say this is a moment of truth, but it's already like slowed down a ton. So it's basically coming back. I don't know exactly what it's going to do, but this thing does not have very good acceleration. It is very bad in a whole bunch of directions. Maybe we can make a better warship than this. I mean, it's a tank, that's for sure. Maybe that's part of the trade-off, right? So we got a partial test of the big drone buddy. It partially worked. I'm gonna have to do some more work on it. I need to take a break. So we got some of the work done with the big drone buddy. It's doing a little bit of what it's supposed to do. We got a test of the printer, and we got a bunch of ore from our new mining vessel, the Rock Shark. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have time to work on the next project, which is Better Fighter. So I'm gonna close these doors and we'll see if we have air tightness problems, and if we do, we'll go fix those, and then we'll come back and so we're gonna have to fix those. So we're gonna fix them, and we'll come back and we'll build some kind of a better fighter craft, assault fighter or something. I don't know. We'll see.